This boy named Thomas was sitting in the car with an annoyed expression. The boy was staring at his mother with a disappointment. The mother was playing with his sister, she looked so happy. Thomas used his hand to wipe away the tears that were falling. The boy didn't want to be abandoned. After that, Thomas's father also came, but he only seemed to be paying attention to Thomas's sister. This made him feel like he was just a superfluous person. When arriving at the church, he saw his grandfather and immediately raised his hands. Thomas just wanted to give his grandpa a hug. Unexpectedly, the person who used to love Thomas the most also refused his small request. His grandfather only walked towards his newborn sister. It seemed that everyone's attention was on his little sister. This made Thomas not pay much attention. He directly went to grab his mother's bag. After that, his mother immediately expressed displeasure. Also told Thomas not to be naughty. Thomas said that he just wanted to see his childhood photos. Hearing that, the mother also had to accept his wish. Thomas held the picture towards his grandparents and said, "Grandpa and Grandma, I was so cute when I was a kid." Unexpectedly, his grandmother glanced and stared at Thomas. It turned out that the picture was already crumpled by him. Seeing this, his mother scolded him and told him not to mess around anymore. Thomas returned the picture to his mother, then turned to leave. The focus of everyone's attention was on Thomas's sister. Everyone had surrounded the baby. Seeing that, Thomas silently prayed that he would get a new mother. When getting home, he saw his little sister playing. Thomas suddenly got angry and pushed hard on the cradle. The mother immediately scolded Thomas and asked him why he did this. Thomas said that he hated his sister so much and wanted her out of this place. Hearing that, the boy's mother was extremely angry. She didn't understand why her son had such thoughts. After that, Thomas's mother ignored him. She turned to comfort her little daughter. Seeing that, Thomas was extremely disappointed and just left. No one in this house, including his parents, could understand him. Thomas went to the table to get a piece of cake and then put it into his mouth. Because Thomas's mood wasn't good, he felt the cake wasn't good either. When just putting the cake in his mouth, he immediately spit it out. At that moment, there was a knock on the door outside. Thomas went out to see. It turned out to be a delivery man. The delivery guy said that Thomas has a parcel. Unexpectedly, that parcel was a woman. She even claimed to be Thomas's new mother. It turned out that Thomas's prayer came true. After that, Thomas took her to meet his parents and introduced her as his new mother. Thomas's biological mother said that he wanted this woman to replace her. Thomas told his biological mother not to worry. He only got a new mother. It was just that there was a new member in the family. No one would be replaced. This was like having a new baby in the family. Unexpectedly, Thomas's father was very happy because he suddenly had a new wife. Therefore, their relatives also sent their congratulations. Everything suddenly became extremely troublesome. Thomas had a new mother and his father had a new wife. Everyone thought this woman's appearance was normal. Only Thomas's biological mother realized that this was extremely unusual. Not long after that, Thomas's new mother completely replaced his biological mother. Thomas no longer had to fight for love with his sister. He was considered number one in the eyes of the new mother. Thomas's biological mother was very angry and immediately went to complain to her husband. "Only I am Thomas's biological mother." Hearing that, the husband immediately comforted his wife. He said she wasn't used to having a new family member. This saying was similar to the way that parents used to comfort a child when the family had a new member. Thomas even gave his biological mother a psychology book. His face was extremely proud, and when finishing giving the book, he immediately turned to leave. This made his biological mother very angry and wanted to teach him a lesson, and wanted to kick that woman out of the house. Thomas immediately turned around to answer, "How can you treat a member of your family like that?" Because of the appearance of the new mother, the old mother was left out. Thomas and his father were always clinging to the new woman. They played the piano happily together, and also danced happily together. These things made Thomas's biological mother completely isolated. During dinner, when seeing her husband and the other woman talking happily together, Thomas's biological mother was so angry that she couldn't eat. She wanted to leave the table immediately. But unexpectedly, Thomas stood up to criticize his biological mother. "Careful. Be careful." "But I didn't do anything," she said. "You must treat my new mother carefully. She's too sensitive," the husband said. When no one was at home, Thomas's biological mother wanted revenge on that woman. Unexpectedly, she was discovered by Thomas. He shouted loudly at his biological mother, "Don't think I don't know what you want to do. I've suffered too much. You're not allowed to talk to me like that. After all, what happened to you? Thomas, I want you to take that woman out of the house immediately. She is your family member, how can you do that?" The adoptive mother was not only loved by Thomas and his father, but also loved by the newborn daughter. Seeing that, Thomas's biological mother immediately went to her husband to say she was robbed of all her children by that woman. However, her husband claimed that the woman had become a family member, and that couldn't be changed. He asked his wife to share the children with his new wife. Every night, the husband was happy to lie between the two wives. However, all his attention was on his new wife. Thomas's biological mother also wanted to confide in her husband, but he immediately interrupted. The husband even told her not to scold his new wife. Since the second wife appeared, the first wife wasn't respected. Knowing the feeling of being estranged, Thomas's biological mother immediately ran to her son. She also knew what loneliness and despair were. Therefore, she continuously apologized to Thomas. This movie conveyed a very meaningful message. There were a lot of couples after having second child. They often ignored and no longer cared much about the first child. The adult can have two children, so why can't a child have two mothers? Therefore, as a parent, you must pay attention to your child's feelings. Don't discriminate, or you will be the one to bear the consequences.